Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. So, it has been fairly quiet on the Kyle Richards front. Of course, last month we heard that her and Mauricio were separating, and we got a few paparazzi videos and interviews from her following that announcement. But since then, we really haven't heard much about the status of her and Mauricio's relationship. That is until today. Kyle released a statement on Amazon Live talking about the status of her and Mauricio's relationship and discussing some of the rumors that are going to be brought up on this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I am here to break it all down, but before I do, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any Bravo breaking news. So as I mentioned, Kyle did an Amazon Live yesterday, and she mentioned it all. I just have to say that all the Bravo celebrities that do Amazon Lives, they tend to spill a lot of tea. A lot of the headlines coming out are coming from their Amazon Lives. It's a live chat. They're sharing their Amazon picks and favorites. And in the meantime, they're answering fan questions. And we have gotten a lot of updates from Vanderpump Rules to Real Housewives from these Amazon Lives. So I don't know about you, but I am definitely going to start tuning in. So Kyle used this forum to kind of clear up some of the rumors and news that has been going on about her and Mauricio.
I'm going to talk about this real fast. Okay.
She started by addressing a rumor about her ring.
You guys may know there was like a picture of me without my ring on, and people must assume now, because Kyle and Mauricio have been going through a hard time, that's why I didn't have my ring on. That is not why I didn't have my ring on.
So apparently, several months back, Kyle was spotted without a ring. And of course, this sparked speculation immediately about her marriage, seemingly on the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she is here to share why she wasn't seen wearing that ring. And honestly, it's very understandable. She was working out, she was lifting weights, she wasn't wearing her ring. She had to drive Portia to school. She said she stops and, gets some coffee and donuts for Portia's teachers. And that's when the paparazzi photographed her without the ring. So I don't know about you, but I don't always wear my wedding ring. I'm married, and I oftentimes go out without it. So this is definitely understandable. I don't blame Kyle for not doing this. People see one thing and they assume a whole different thing. So I think that was the case with this. But we weren't the only ones assuming things, because the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills also was too. If you remember previously, we reported that Garcelle on Watch What Happens Live shares that her and Sutton were suspicious of Kyle's marriage during the season.
And that sparked a lot of stuff on the show that actually wasn't even true, and you'll understand when you see the season.
I think this is what Kyle is referring to, because she said these paparazzi photos about her without a ring are what sparked a whole storyline and, rumors going around on the season. So I think she's here to say that although, we do know that her and Mauricio are having trouble, her not wearing a ring in that instance really had nothing to do with it. So beyond the ring, she also shares a little bit about her and Mauricio's status and what has happened since that People story broke. First off, we learned that the People story was actually leaked. I don't think that Kyle and Mauricio, told them or wanted to announce it at that time. It came out without their knowledge. She says that stories get leaked all the time, obviously. Some are true, some are not. In this instance, it was true, but she did not see it coming. And that is why her and Mauricio pretty much had to scramble to put together that statement that they released on Instagram. So that's why, if you remember, we did see her and Mauricio out in Aspen that night together, crafting the statement over dinner, which they then released later that night. And she said that this was just to clarify some things. So first of all, the truth is yes, they are separated. They are working on things. She keeps saying that they've had a really hard year. And yes, that's the truth of it. However, she does want to debunk the divorce rumors once and for all. She says divorce is not being discussed.
Divorce is, not being discussed.
And honestly, this makes me so happy. Of course, couples have issues. Of course, they've been married for so long. I don't doubt that they, are hitting a rough patch right now and need to work things out. But the fact that they are not discussing divorce, I think, is a really good sign. They have a strong marriage, a strong relationship, and a great family. And I'm sure they're doing all that they can to really salvage it and, find a way that they can move forward together. She said that releasing this statement really, answered a lot of questions for their friends and family too, because of course, everybody saw the People News article, not only us, but, people that are closest to them and were reaching out to them and everything. So I think after releasing this statement, it sounds like, all of her daughters, as well as her close friends and family, kind of felt better that Kyle was able to speak her truth. She does share that they're continuing to work on things, and it is not easy, especially doing it in the public eye. But, she's on a reality show. She's on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, of course, the public is kind of invested in her marriage. We're invested in this relationship. They have been one of the long-standing couples of the Real Housewives franchise. It's like we thought that they were endgame. It's not that we want to see them break up. It's like we are rooting for them to stay together. And that's why me personally, I am so invested in this story. And I'm so glad that Kyle was able to share this info on Amazon Live. I don't know about you, but I think that they are going to work it out. I see Kyle as a great wife, a great mother, a great businesswoman, and Mauricio the same. So I don't think that although they're having trouble, I don't think that they are going to let this kind of, roadblock come between them in the long run. I do wish that they will be able to, make amends and move forward. She did not clarify whether they are still living together. My guess would be yes. I have a feeling that if one of them were living somewhere else, we might have seen or found out by now, seeing as Kyle was being followed by the paparazzi for quite a while. So that I don't know. But what I do know is that they are continuing to work on things, and she is feeling comfortable and confident enough to kind of go on this public forum and share this with us. So I think that that means that she is confident in the statement that she's making, confident that divorce is not an option at this point, and confident that they are, things are maybe looking up and staying positive, and another thing that this confirmed is that this will definitely be a storyline on the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We already know that Garcelle and Sutton were maybe a part of the rumor mill, a part of the drama, questioning Kyle about her marriage. But I wonder who else, It kind of seems like maybe Garcelle and Kyle aren't on good terms, but I've seen Kyle and Sutton posting together quite recently. So I don't know. Was Sutton a part of this? Was Sutton maybe the bridge between Garcelle and Kyle that kind of, helped them understand each other and kind of, squash the rumors that were going around? I don't know. But this is really making me excited for the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We don't know a lot else about what is going to be going on during that season. I mean, nothing was leaked. We don't know any of the storylines or any of the feuds. We do know there are several guest appearances by Camille, Denise, even other housewives from other franchises like Cynthia. But pretty much it's been quite quiet. So the fact that we have this to look forward to and kind of see how this all plays out and, who's on whose side is definitely going to be interesting. So that is Kyle's latest update. I am so glad we were able to hear from her because I have been really worried about what has been going on between her and Mo, but I am happy to see that they are working on things and potentially moving forward to a better place. So I will be back to update you on all of the Bravo breaking news, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything.